We're looking at Glencoe Course 2 Math, Lesson 4-6, on multiplying fractions. When we multiply fractions, we multiply the numerator times the numerator, and the denominator times the denominator, and then we simplify. If we skip ahead to example 2, example 2 has the number 2 times negative 3/4. If the negative is written outside of the fraction, we have to account for the negative somewhere. We can leave it outside of the fraction, we can put it in the numerator, or we can put it in the denominator. But if we start with one negative, we can only have one negative in our number. You don't put it from the outside and put it in the numerator and in the denominator. If you do that, your answer will be wrong. To do this, our whole number 2 needs a denominator of 1. So we're going to add a denominator of 1. Then we multiply 2 times, and I'm going to put the negative in my numerator. 2 times negative 3 is a negative 6, because I said I was putting the negative in my numerator. 1 times 4 is 4.
Negative 4. How is it not negative?
Because we have one negative to start with, we can only have one negative in our answer.
Okay.
If I put my negative in my numerator, we cannot also put it in the denominator. It doesn't work like that.
Can we simplify?
We are going to be simplifying, yes. Yes.
But when you simplify, your answer will be negative.
Correct.
But why can't the 4 be negative? Because
It-
it's going to turn out negative.
The 4 can't be negative because I already put the negative in the numerator. If I hadn't put the negative in my numerator, then we could do it in the denominator. Yes. You can put the negative sign in the numerator, or in the denominator, or outside. Okay? Yes.
If you have a negative and a negative, it's going to put a positive. Right?
Correct. Because our rules of integers still apply. Alright. I need to simplify. This is an improper fraction, so I divide numerator by denominator. 6 goes inside, 4 goes outside. 4 goes into 6 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. I subtract and I get 2. That remainder of 2 becomes my new numerator. 4 is my denominator. Can I simplify 2 over 4?
Yes.
Yes, I can divide both by 2. 2 divided by 2 is?
1.
4 divided by 2 is?
2.
So, negative 6/4 becomes what?
1/2.
Negative 1 and 1/2. You cannot leave out the negative. If you have a mixed number, the negative sign needs to go in front of the whole. Yes, sir.
So you keep your whole number the same?
What you mean? Oh, if I need to simplify? Whole number's whole number. There's nothing to simplify there. Because if we did something to the whole number, then it would change our overall quantity. Simplifying a fraction means that we have two quantities that are just written in two different ways. We can't change the overall quantity. Any other questions? Yes.
So yeah, when you simplify, it's going to be 1 and 1/2. So the whole answer is negative.
Correct.
But over there, the numerator was negative.
Because the numerator is negative, this quantity is negative. Yes.
I need to talk to my brother. First lunch already at lunch? That lunch already at lunch? You can cut out them parts, ain't you?
No, I can't.
So your parents are going to hear that when they get you posted.
Okay.
Yes.
So what if you get like a question that's asking you multiply 3 times 3 different numbers?
You have to multiply 3 different numbers. Multiply the first 2, then take that answer and multiply by the third. Okay? Just work from left to right, multiplying all three. Because we don't have to find a common denominator, it's really easy. Okay? Alright. If you are having a conversation about this problem, it needs to end. The other thing that we need to go over today is how to multiply if we had mixed numbers. When we were adding and subtracting, we were told that you could add or subtract, leaving your number in the form of a mixed number. I said I recommended putting them in the form of an improper fraction first, but it was optional. This time, it's not. So if you turn the page, and we're looking at page 313, you look at example 4. Example 4 has 1/2
JJ, you need to increase the mentality.
times
4
4 and 2/5. I don't do anything to the 1/2. You need to stop.
Why you hitting this hard?
No.
Nothing happens to the 1/2. The 4 and 2/5 we have to convert into an improper fraction. Otherwise, we cannot multiply this appropriately. To do that, I gave you the acronym MAD, where we multiply, add, divide. So I'm going to get mad at my 4 and 2/5 by multiplying, then adding, then dividing. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 2 is,
22.
and we divide that by,
5.
so that's the same as 1/2 times 22 over 5. What is 1 times 22?
22.
What is 2 times 5? 10.
5.
Did I need a negative sign anywhere in this problem?
No. Wait, no.
Check.
Yes.
No.
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 No. No, I don't. If we don't start with the negative, we don't just add one because we want to. Okay? Just like we can't eliminate a negative, we can't add a negative. 22 divided by 10 is an improper fraction. How do I get rid of that improper fraction? I divide. 22
Divided by 10.
divided by 10. 10 goes into 22. 2 times 10 is
20.
subtract and I get
2.
Okay?
I got it.
What's my remainder is a 2, which becomes my numerator.
And 10 becomes your denominator.
10 becomes my denominator. Can I simplify 2/10?
Yes.
And that becomes what? 1/5. 2 and 1/5. Do we have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
If we had 2 mixed numbers, we just have to get mad twice.
Trash.
Stop. Any other questions? Okay, there are other examples in the book. Those examples, some show simplifying first instead of at the end. You can do that if you want. I would recommend doing it this way. Okay? I would recommend simplifying at the end. What happens when we try to simplify before that is that sometimes we only simplify part, and I don't want us to get things wrong because of that. All right? Thank you.